Well, hello there, everybody out there in viewer land. Welcome to the approved adventures of Allhaven from your fellow friends over here at Heroes Approved. We are on the Dragons in the Dining Room this week. I am the ever so interesting, or sometimes interesting, DM Thaco from Dragons in the Dining Room. With me, I have a few friends. We're going to start here with Dr. Fitendrunk. Do not call him by the wrong name or he will kill you. Please introduce yourself.
Wait, are we doing
You're
our
doing
like
you're
personal introduction? I'm
a little bit of both. Who are you and who are you playing?
um I am not prepared.
I got
I
him.
am Dungeons and Dom, otherwise known as the Almighty Titfucker. And I am playing Dr. Fitzunderunk, a half orc known as the Mind Flayer. Basically, like he can create images with his mind. He can read people's minds, control people's minds, and do like different like mental blasts.
And
He's the
disappear apparently.
boy. Do it.
For some reason you went
Did I
dark on my
freeze?
screen. Oh,
Did
wait,
I
what?
freeze?
No,
Am
for
I
some
No,
breaking?
reason
you're good.
for some
Hello?
reason the
You're
OBS
good.
just lost you. I'm sorry about that. Keep going. You do the
Yeah,
mental
I'm the big
capabilities?
brainy boy. Yeah, I'm the big brainy boy, and I'm kind of just here for emotional support
OBS just
because
said,
we
you know
keep
what?
getting in fights that I am not prepared for.
All right, we're going to try another one of these close-ups. We've got Calvin Beck, played by our friend Folsham Art. Please, who are
That's
you and
me.
what are you? What is your character?
Like you said, I have full stream art. I stream art, and during the week, and I would do a D&D show on my channel on Saturdays. But I am playing Calvin the Ghost Beck. I've got sort of Magneto-like powers where I can control metal and sense metal. But I was saved by a beetle shaman out in the middle of the desert and brought back to life with some healing herbs that I can now use to astral project. Last week I could only do it for 30 seconds, but we got some experience points, and now I can do it for as long as I can maintain concentration on it.
Which means
Yeah.
nobody kick him
Hell
between the
yeah,
legs.
dude.
All right, and whoop, wrong button. And the last one on our list here, before I actually introduce Ty, we have Tom Thomas. Please
I
introduce yourself
am.
and who are you?
I'm the shoveler, right? I've got a really powerful shovel, okay, and I could do loads of things with this shovel, right? I could throw it. I can dig. I can hold it. I can do things with a shovel, right? I'm the shoveler. That's what I do. I
Show.
came from the mines, learned I was good at shoveling, and decided to dedicate my life to upgrading a badass shovel. So that's what I've been doing. And I am the friend of Calvin Beck. You see, we was out making money together, and then we met some other guys, and now we're in Allhaven doing whatever we're doing. And yeah, I am basically Calvin Beck's sidekick, the shoveler. I mean, we're equal partners, right?
All
You can think whatever you want there, Calvin. All right. I know what the deal is. The ladies aren't hair from me. All right.
right, well,
Listen, smoking is cool, okay?
all right. And then last up on the list here is me. I am playing Ty Zoj, a gnomish inventor who got blown up in the middle of an experiment and has had his arms, one arm and both legs replaced by prosthetics. And during a dark time in his history, which he has a hard time remembering, somehow managed to find out that he can control his prosthesis with his mind. He's currently on a journey, wandering around trying to make his inventions much better, and happens to have befriended Dr. Fitendrunk over here. And well, right now we're sitting in Allhaven, having just got done rescuing a horse from a kidnapping because, well, the horse wanted food. Apparently, that's all it takes to steal a horse, is offer it food. After having done that, we were granted a fine sleeping arrangement in an establishment in town and have taken some time to rest up. Waking up in the morning, everybody feels refreshed and probably a little bit hungry. I'm going to make one adjustment to the overlay while I leave the three of you for a moment to discuss what you're going to do, as there were a few things hanging over our head from the last game.
For breakfast, I have a whiskey with a side of whiskey.
It is very quickly and easily given to you, and strange as it is, you don't have to pay for it.
Cool. Is it because we're master exorcists now?
I believe it was because we made somebody super happy that there are no more ghosts in the.
Yes.
Oh my!
Wait, do you guys remember what burger we were talking about last time? You guys remember the burger talk? I don't remember.
Peanut butter burgers?
Peanut butter burger.
Peanut butter burgers.
Peanut butter hamburger. PHP,
Tom
baby,
Thomas
peanut butter
is
hamburger.
Not as cool as his. Furthermore, Calvin Beck, Tom Thomas will not be drinking whiskey for breakfast, but he will have a peanut butter burger because he missed out on that last time.
Because
You
I
know
got
what?
it when
You
you
know
didn't get it.
what? I'll also have a peanut butter burger with my whiskey, but I want
always
a
has to
fried
show off
over
that
easy
Calvin.
egg. I want a fried over easy egg on that peanut butter burger.
That there's
That sounds
a
like a
very
hero
queer
burger.
look given to you from the cook as a fried egg on peanut butter burger. Strange enough that you want a peanut butter burger, but a fried egg? I suppose.
Mhm.
I suppose.
Yeah, I take one bite and then vomit. Yeah, that sounds disgusting.
Just a little bit.
Oh no. Calvin, you seem to be in distress. Shall I attack this burger?
No, just the egg was a mistake.
Ah.
Don't worry,
Eggs are
I'll
never a
wash the
mistake.
taste out of my mouth with more whiskey.
I picture
Breakfast
Tom
is
Thomas talking like
most
that
ideal.
blonde dude from Game of Thrones. The dude who's like, Khaleesi, you need to go, Khaleesi. That's it. So I picture Tom Thomas.
Joram, I think
Oh,
is Joram. I think it was
Yeah.
Joram.
Yeah. Come on, Khaleesi.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Eggs are never a bad idea. And speaking of which, I am going to do some kegs and eggs this breakfast since I had the peanut butter hamburger last night when nobody else decided to partake.
Oh, well,
Even
I'm
though
going
it
to
was
sit on
my
the other
idea.
side of the room from you, Doc, because
Well,
if
you didn't die
have
from eating it,
flatulence,
so.
I am not going to be near you.
I cannot promise that it will not be useful in battle.
That's brutal,
Look, crowd control is always useful.
right?
Calvin, see, you've gotten people here that are watching us thinking about putting fried eggs on random dinner objects. Don't make his mistake.
No. All right, so if you guys recall, there were...
Pizza with a fried egg would be good. Just saying.
It sounds interesting. If you guys recall, there were two things that were left on the job board that we hadn't taken a look at yet, that were in town, and there was one that was outside of town that we hadn't looked at yet.
Right.
We have the dragon egg, we have the ghosts in the cemetery, and we happen to have the purple, was it the purple vixens is what we came up with?
Yeah.
The violet vixens.
Huh?
The Violet Vixens.
Yeah,
The violet vixens. We have them to
It's
deal
that
with
Marvel
as well.
naming conventions.
Yep. Alliteration, baby.
It's a wonderful
Never goes
thing.
wrong.
Khaleesi.
I mean, we are master exorcists, so we should probably go to the graveyard, right?
I feel like if we do not take care of this graveyard situation soon, our credibility as master exorcists may start declining.
I mean, I can
That's
only
true.
I can only pursue
I
this
don't
endeavor
know,
for so long.
Calvin, I mean, Khaleesi, I mean, Calvin, there is a dragon egg that, you know how much you need your dragon eggs, Khaleesi. I mean, Calvin. But hey, I will follow you anywhere you want to go.
I mean,
Thomas, are you having a stroke?
I think
Yeah, it
he
could
might
be.
be.
I'm just
Do you
fucking
smell
around. So,
toast? Do you smell toast other than the toast that's being served at breakfast?
The toast that we're currently eating at the table.
perception roll or what?
This is pumpernickel. Do you smell regular white bread toast?
But I will follow you. If you thinking we should go to the graveyard, then I agree.
Well,
No, I'm just saying, we're beginning to get a reputation, and we need to stay on brand.
Mm. Mm.
so how
I
are we
think the
going to
real
go about?
question is, are we the ghosts that are at the graveyard? Because those are problems that are very easy to solve.
So how are we going to
Well.
figure out what to do? I mean,
Well,
I can
I-
astral project and see into the spirit realm, and I
Do
might
we
just be able
remember
to ask any kind
exactly-
of spirits just to chill and leave.
do you remember exactly what was going on at said graveyard? Do you remember what the quest was?
I do believe it was grave robbing. Bodies were going missing or something along those lines.
Something like that.
well, then
Or
maybe we
body
should.
disappearances, I believe. But the groundskeeper said that they knew more.
Then I guess we should go
So-
visit the groundskeeper then.
If we're settled, let's do her. Do it.
Are you sure you're okay, Tom Thomas? I have a PhD, but it's not in like physical health. So if you're not like mentally having issues, I don't know how to help you.
Well, I'll tell you the truth there, Drunk. I haven't been able to dig a hole in almost 24 hours, and I am kind of getting a hankering.
Literally dug a hole when we went to go get the horse. You dug a giant ass hole to go get him.
Oh, hey, that's true. That's true.
I'm guessing he doesn't know
Is
how to
this
tell
like-
time.
Is this a morning ritual where like you have to? It's like morning wood. You wake up and you have to dig a hole, or like you like get like blue balls and just
Like morning shoveling.
you just don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, morning shoveling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
morning shoveling.
gotcha.
Have we been baned?
I forgot to turn off
Could be.
that. However, I am going to leave one turned on because I think that one will be a blast. I'm
Is it
leaving.
the Shatner?
Yes, I'm leaving the Shatner turned on because that one is just way too much fun.
God damn it.
I don't know how I feel about that. Channel reward.
You're already giving them. You're-
That's just a
You
taste.
can't do it.
You got it. If the
Exactly.
first taste is free, you gotta pay for the rest.
That's right.
Well, back in my
Okay.
day.
Well, let's head over to this cemetery. I say, as long as you agree, Calvin.
Yeah, I think. I've already spent most of my reward money on whiskey, so we need more jobs.
It's not a bad idea.
Well, all right.
Alrighty, so the group is going to head on over to the cemetery, which happens to be just on the other side of the town square. And as you approach, it's a pretty decent day out. A little bit on the hot side because the wind is pretty mellow. And you notice that there is but one person who is on the cemetery grounds with a wicker broom trying to sweep dust off of everything and clean up the dying plants that are littered about on the different headstones and whatnot. There are a couple of open graves. Who are you waving at?
Well, the man with the broom, of course.
Ah, fair enough. He doesn't seem to be paying any mind.
Ah.
I got to apologize for Tom here. He feels a kinship to anybody with long-handled tools, shovels, brooms, rakes. You know,
He feels a kinship to anybody with long handled tools. Writing it down.
This is our the groundskeeper is going to be our new companion, the sweeper. We need to find the raker, potentially the vacuumer. It's
And then our team
we have
name
the hoe.
shall be
We gotta find the hoe.
the janitor's closet.
I believe
And a
we already have
scyther.
that, and I look at time.
Can we catch a scyther too?
And while all of us are approaching, there's also a few locations in the cemetery that you can see that there has been disturbed earth. You're not 100% sure if these are graves waiting to be filled or if these are graves that have been pilfered from. At least from where, as you're approaching.
Just like
Yeah, well, I'll head over to the guy with the broom, and I'll say, "Excuse me, there. We were looking at the board outside the sheriff's office, and it seems that there's been some strange goings on here at the graveyard that people wanted investigated."
Yeah. There's these people that keep coming in and taking all of the stuff off the people in the ground. It's bad enough I got to get the dust off everything, but now I got to clean up dead people all over the ground. It's not a good thing. I think people. I think it's bandits or maybe it's oh, what's that word I'm looking for? Pliffers.
Pilferers.
Yeah, that's the word.
Is everyone okay in this town? I feel like everyone is having a collective stroke.
No, just me.
I think there might be a gas leak.
What's a stroke?
It's never mind. It's
Okay.
if it happens, you won't need to worry about it.
Okay.
What I meant to say was, no, Dion, you are beautiful. Also, I like your broom, sir.
It was a gift from my mom. She told me that if I would work with the broom, I would get fed. And now I work with the broom all the time, and I'm always fed.
Well, 1 + 1 = 2.
Uh-huh.
Is there... Well...
Are you here to
So it
figure
seems
out
like
who
you
the
have some troubles
Plifferers
with
are?
the bandits or pilfers.
I haven't had
Old
trouble
Tom and
with...
myself, we know one thing or two about some banditry.
Oh.
We can help you out.
Oh.
Maybe.
That'd be
A
really...
question.
Yeah.
Have you seen them, these bandits? Were they wearing purple?
I was dark and I didn't want to leave my house. They're scary.
Ah. Close to the broom, I see.
But there was 3 of them. One of them would always hold the lantern, while the other 2 would dig a hole.
Friends of mine.
You know them?
Well,
then you should be able to stop them real easy.
I may be able to connect with them, though, because we have similar hobbies, being digging holes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say stealing from dead people. Granted,
No,
is it stealing from
not
dead people if they don't need it? Is it really stealing?
It's more of a communal lost and found, but we're not here to talk about the morality of the issue. You've got a problem, and we're here to solve it if you've got the coin.
Yes, I do. I have a big bag of coin for you if you can get them to stop it.
How big of a bag are we talking?
It's about the size of my fist.
That's a
Pretty
big
solid
bag.
bag. Wait, how big is this guy? Is this a gnome?
No, he's a human. He's a scrawny human, just like me.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that, we says about the size of my fist. We ain't talking baby fists here.
No. He's got a decent. From what you guys have gathered, especially the two of you being into banditry, if he's got a bag about the size of his fist and it's filled with proper coinage, there's probably going to be, because they use coin in this town, so it's probably going to be about 20 to 30 gold.
It's not bad,
It's not
especially if prices
Well.
are, like in like silvers and stuff, and
Yeah.
not in like golds.
Most of the stuff in town has
Alright.
been pretty cheap, except for the hotel that you guys are staying in, because it's the hoity-toity one.
Hoity-toity.
I think our first course of action, Calvin, if I may, I know you are the hero of this story, and I am your mere sidekick, but I think our
It
first
really
course of
Makes me
action,
uncomfortable when you say that.
it's okay. One day we will come to terms with our roles here, but I think our first course of action is to figure out which direction they went or where they came from, so we can figure out whom it is. I can search the grounds for footprints, maybe. Calvin, if you would like to use your powers to talk to ghosts, maybe we can have a duo here.
That would be an absolutely wonderful idea, and if you are going to be searching for said ghosts, I would like it if you would roll one of them their perception checks.
Okay.
That's not what I wanted. Sorry, folks. Didn't mean to cover up the map.
Open up my character sheet
Covered
here.
everything. Fantastic.
Alrighty, perception check.
Well, that would be for Tom.
Well, I will.
That would be for Tom, because he said he was looking for footsteps. You, I thought, were going to do some of your death stick stuff.
Oh, I just said. I thought you said looking for ghosts.
Okay. Can I
Yeah.
roll an investigation. I could do perception. That works. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, investigation. I forgot that was a thing. So yes, investigation.
Oh, boom. Well, where'd it go?
He's a
Well,
smart
I
boy.
got a 25.
What in the world just happened here?
That's a 5 point per rank. That is insane.
That is 25. So as you're looking around, you
it's pretty expensive.
you find that there are indeed a number of tracks. It takes you a little bit of time to work out which tracks are from the crypt keeper here. And from what he told you and what you see here, there are indeed 3 sets of footprints. And of all of the graves that you have the chance to look at, all but 2 of them have these 3 footprints around them. There are 5 graves that have been pilfered from.
And there's 2 that has not.
Right. Those 2, as you look around, they do not have any form of casket in them, so they are waiting to be filled.
Ah. All right.
While you're doing this, Calvin, are you going to be searching for, are you going to be trying to commune with the ghosts?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I've never run into any other spirits while astral projecting, but I did gain this power when I almost died, so I figure it can't be too bad. But, at least you can try. I take out a pouch of dried herbs and I roll up a cigarette, as I call them, death sticks, and I puff on the cigarette, and I make sure that I prop myself up against a headstone first, because as soon as I take like a couple good inhales, my physical body just goes.
Fair enough.
Smart. Yeah.
So I'm gonna
completely collapses as I become a ghost.
Oh, look at that. All right, so Calvin, I would like if you would be so kind as to roll me a presence.
Presence. Who am I, Santa Claus?
Wrong presence.
Oh, great. I have a right plus. It's a D20. Eh?
Dang.
16. Hey, not bad.
Not
All
at
right.
all.
All right. I'll take it.
So
For
as
a
you,
0 modifier, I'll take it.
I figured it was going to be a difficult roll. You rolled well. The DC was 15, so you did good. You take a few hits off of your death stick. Your body goes limp. You fall back into the tombstone and step out of your physical form. As you do, as you just said, you've never seen any spirits. As you astral project, it's you yourself are almost like a spirit, and in this place, the spirits are even harder to see, but they're there. You notice as you're looking about that it is a very fine sheen that moves about in this astral plane of these creatures that are flitting into and out of visibility. They flicker almost like will-o-wisps, and they're quite plentiful here. Unlike any other place you've been, these will-o-wisps flit into and out of existence in front of you. As you are sitting there, what's that?
Can I just say that the multi-DM thing we're doing is very cool because now you, Thaco, this is the first time we're experiencing this, right? So you are making this canon as it's happening. It's super cool. So now when anyone else DMs, we're going to have to continue on this cool canon thing you're making of this astral spirit world. It's tight.
I do have a question about the spirit realm.
Yep.
Is it like, do ghosts tend to like fade over time and like lose their physical body and become will-o-wisps? Or is it like, if you're like straight up dead, you just become a will-o-wisp?
The way that I play this one, anytime there is a spirit left over, it's because there is something that they feel is unfulfilled. They do not fade. The reason I use the term will-o-wisp here is because you're not in the spirit realm. You are in an in-between place.
Gotcha.
So spirits being able to manifest in the prime material, they don't quite manifest in this astral realm. They flit in and out of that in-between place.
Spicy. I like it.
Spicy
That may or may not have ramifications for a story that I'm writing, so I need to know these things.
Perfect. Yeah, so your if the prime material is here and the spirit realm is here, you're here. You're right in between them. And
I did not mean to click that. I'm sorry.
okay, I was wondering what that was for because that was a nat 1.
Did you get a 1?
That was a nat 1.
Nat 1 on insight. I believe the ghost is dead.
Right. As you're sitting here watching these will-o-wisps pop in and out, one of them kind of floats near you and hovers.
Excuse me, sir, madam.
Oh, you can talk to me. And it starts to form into a shape, and it looks to be mid-40s, mid-40s, early 50s male.
Okay.
Dad?
What's that?
Dad?
I don't have trauma. I don't know what you're talking about.
That got me so sideways.
Dear God.
You're welcome.
Calvin wouldn't say that. I don't remember who my dad is.
Right?
or my mom, or any of my family, to be exact. But more on that later.
He said dad, so I have to do this.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
You're dead, Dad?
Oh no! Oh no!
All right.
Oh no!
What, as he looks at you, why are you here?
Oh, that is a very complicated question, and from some perspectives, I don't really have the answer. But why I'm here in this moment, in this exact point in time, is people have been stealing things from the bodies that you've all left behind, and well, we're trying to stop that and return your items to you so that you can maybe get some semblance of peace in the afterlife.
Oh. Well,
I mean, that is if you care about material wealth in the afterlife. I don't know if that's true or not.
we really can't take them with us, but some of us do have connection to these objects.
Ah, sentimental value. I see.
Yes, yes, yes. They tie us down to this place. What can I help you with?
Well, the groundskeeper says that there's a group of people that come stalking through here in the night, only to dig up your forgotten remains, as it were, and to take things from the caskets. I was hoping you might have some information about who they are, or what they look like, which direction they come and go from, any piece of information that may help us track these people down and return these objects to y'all, if that is what you wish for.
Oh, I would be more than happy to help. And as he says that, he steps forward and places his hand on your head. And it is the weirdest thing, as an incorporeal creature tries to touch an incorporeal creature, it fades through. But there is this,
His hand in my brain.
yeah, more or less. And there is this burst of energy that you feel from this, and there is a flicker of an image in your brain, in your mind's eye, and you notice that there's a knight that's around you. It's this still frame image, per se. The knight is around you, and you see that there are 3 men. One of them is walking away with what looks to be a tradesman's watch, pocket watch. And you can feel from the spirit, that this had value to the spirit when he was alive. They are beyond the house of the crypt keeper. They are beyond that house, and judging by what you've seen and where you're looking, they're heading roughly northwest.
Cool.
On horseback.
Oh. Okay.
And then it's gone.
The image or the spirit, or both?
All of the above. You are now standing there in the astral realm alone, with the little will-o-wisps popping in and out.
That probably made me kind of tired. I'm gonna go back to my body now.
Okay. As you return back to your body, I would like you... I gotta double check something here. Yeah, roll me a stamina real quick.
Stamina.
Nope, will. We'll use will instead.
Will. 13.
All right. So you are drained because of this. I don't see that they have anything that matches exhaustion here.
Oh yeah, we have fatigue and exhaustion. My ghost, the death stick power actually is a tiring thing. Every time I use it, I gain a level of fatigue anyway.
Right, and with this, as it is something that you've never experienced before, I was going to say you gain at least one fatigue from that.
So I go straight to exhausted. Got it.
Had you roll just a little bit higher.
No, it's fine, dude.
So,
I like consequences for my actions.
And it pretty much refers to the fact that this is the first time this has ever happened to you.
Yeah. So I'll go back and kind of like sit back down into my body and like kind of take that position and breathing's weird after not doing it for a while. Oh god.
What has happened to you?
You know what? Let's just say don't take up smoking. I have a way of seeing the spirit realm, so to speak, there for 10 drunk.
Weird.
With my death sticks here. Special blend of desert herbs and whatnot. But I talked to potentially a dead conductor who said well, it didn't say much. He showed me a vision actually of grave robbers heading northwest out of here on horseback. So that would be the direction in which I would start looking.
See, I knew Calvin, and see, I told you was the hero of this story. I may have done a little investigation, but it was just backup for the powerful things you can do, my lovely hero friend.
I'm going to use a hero point, the one that we get for starting a new session. And I'm going to use that to reduce my exhausted to fatigued.
Okay.
Which
Leaves
leaves me...
Question on, like, healing checks. What ability would it be for, like, a healing check? Like, what stat ability would I be using for that? Just a flat roll, no matter what.
Treatment.
Healing... Yeah, I believe treatment.
All the way down at the bottom on the right, just above vehicles.
Like a motherfucker. Ah!
Well.
My everything is fucking up.
Fair enough.
So, after this last excursion that we went on, the PowerPoints that we received, I have manifested a new ability of sorts.
Oh, do tell.
Yes, in meta, I picked up the healing power.
Nice.
So mechanically wise, my mind turns back the clock on damage. Like it's like almost like the time stone specifically for someone's like afflictions.
Yep.
Cool.
And what I would like to try to do,
I'm familiar with a mutant that has.
I would like to try. What I would like to do is, I would like to try and heal our good friend, the ghost, with his affliction.
Do you have the energizing?
With it.
Do you have energy?
I do.
Energizing extra. Oh, nice.
Look at that,
Cool.
69 biddies.
69.
69, dude.
Nice.
69, dude.
Nice, dude. Nice.
exactly 3 points,
Oh,
so it's 2 points per rank, and one for energizing. Because I almost feel like it really would be energizing if I like return like the fatigue and whatnot.
Yeah.
If I'm turning back the clock on that kind of shit. You can heal damage conditions by touching a subject and taking a standard action to make a DC 10 healing check. Each degree of success heals 1 damage condition, the worst. And the energizing one, you can heal fatigue and exhausted conditions as well as damage conditions.
Nice.
Cool.
So, a treatment. DC 10. Allhaven.
That I think that works, right?
Yeah, anything over a 10 I think should work. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's because that would be just 1 degree of success.
Yep.
So yeah. So since you used your hero point to bring it down to fatigued, I have turned the clock back, so you are no longer fatigued.
Dude, teamwork.
Nice.
Makes the dream work.
Hell yeah. Sick.
Yeah.
Also, eyeballs. Fucking good emote idea. Just
I
saying.
know.
Eyeballs?
are a good emote idea. I'm fucking mad that I didn't think about it, but I was creative enough. So good on you.
Well,
Good on you.
either those are eyeballs or those are lady snowman bits. One of the two.
Alien titties.
I just got what you meant.
um,
Well, by all the gods in this realm, you, Doc, I feel like I just boofed an entire gallon of espresso.
Sir Calvin, sir, is that a good thing?
It is a wonderful thing, my friend.
Do
I'll write
not.
that down. Boofing espresso.
I do.
Good.
I do not suggest it, Tom Thomas. It is rather dangerous.
Well, I'm sorry, Dr. Fatin Drunk, but you're gonna have to get your own sidekick to tell what's not good. All right.
As a doctor, I can not confirm or deny.
The ghost is just like, damn it.
I mean,
Hell,
I don't necessarily have a sidekick, but if I did, it would be considered the one that kidney punches me all the time.
I'm not a sidekick.
I said I wouldn't consider you one.
That's good.
You might.
I might kick you in the side, but
Nobody's sidekick.
Yeah,
Well,
if I were to peg anybody as a sidekick in that duo, I think it would be the good doctor here. I mean, Ty's more of the active go-getter.
If I were to peg anybody, it would be the site to withhold.
Me.
That reveals a lot of things about your anatomy, Doc, that I didn't need to know, but all right.
You went there.
You don't know what I have.
Anyways, we're headed west, yes?
I mean-
Should we talk to this man or should we just go?
Your friend with the
probably,
broom is just it has gone back to tidying up everything.
I can't find the eunuch flaw on here.
I mean, who's to say if it's a flaw?
I'll take the eunuch flaw to get some extra rank points, you know what I'm saying?
Right?
That's a shovel.
That
What's
is,
like, what do I get
that is a mighty big sacrifice, my friend. I mean, at least for me, it would be, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll go talk to our grave keeper friend here, and I'll go up to him and I'll say, well, first of all, sir, I'd like to apologize. I did not get your name. My name is Calvin Beck. But I have talked to the spirits here, and it seems as though our pilfers, as you put it, come from the northwest. So unless there's any other information you would like to give to my cohorts and myself, we shall be riding off henceforth to investigate further.
My name is Ben Bentley, and whatever post haste means, that sounds good.
It is a synonym for forthwith.
There's more than one?
I feel like I am losing brain
soon,
cells, and that is
as soon as we are able.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best of
Yes.
luck.
Thank you, sir. And
Same.
much luck to you here as well.
And
Keep
One
on
of the
sleeping,
most-
friend. Maybe one
We will
day
try
I'll
and
upgrade that
return any
broom for you.
belongings that
I'll
we
come-
can recover.
I'll come back for you, Ben Bentley. You know, I'm gonna upgrade that broom of yours
for
one day.
okay. Okay.
Maybe help you to
thank you.
dig with that thing. You're welcome.
And keep your head held high. That last name Bentley sounds like it could be worth something in the future.
Yeah, one day. It's something about cars. Yeah, I didn't actually say that.
I did not, as one of the smartest beings in this world, knowing that I'm losing brain cells in this conversation is quite frightening.
Well,
I love it.
I think that we need
Love
to
it.
do something before we leave.
Oh, what's that, Ty?
Horses, because if they were riding on horseback to get to where they're going, I really don't feel like having to walk that far.
I think I know where this is going.
That's smart. Don't we know a
Well,
horse?
Sable and Gable, Sable and Gable, Sable and Gable.
I mean, I mean, Tom, we know at least two horses. We just met Lucky last night, but you may remember Wraith, my horse, whom I own.
Of course. Of course, Calvin. Everything you say is very much so correct. You are the hero of the story. Every hero deserves a powerful vehicle, and Wraith would be that thing.
I do think he may be having a stroke. I'm just gonna say, like, he talks about a story. I don't understand. Like this is real life, Tom. This isn't a story.
Definitely. Yes, indeed.
I don't.
I'm
Anyway.
very confused. I am going to go get Lucky and Sherry because we need horses, apparently.
Yes.
Well, it's a good idea, Ty. Let's go to Sable and Gable's stables.
Sable and Gable,
Let us
Sable
go
and
to
Gable.
Stables and see if they are able to give us a horse for this journey.
Do you think they have any bagels? Still
I
kind
don't
of
know if they
hungry.
have bagels.
I hope
Do
so.
they have
We could
bagels
put-
at the stables?
Yeah. They might have a table that we can eat bagels on at Sable and Gable's stables.
We never returned the stapler. I just realized this.
Now we have a reason to head back.
Yeah, we should probably stop by the sheriff's office and return the station that we found at Sable and Gable's stables after we eat some bagels at their fancily made tables.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Remember,
let's go to
the
stable.
sheriff didn't label his stapler.
This bit is never gonna die, people. Never gonna die.
I hope not. It shall forever be known as a fable.
The Fable and Gable stables. We have the stapler from the Fabled stable.
Yeah,
from
now
the
see, a
Fabled
fable
stable.
is a story, but it's not. We are not part of that.
Did we ever
I mean,
find
we are
out about
maybe
their
a
names?
footnote.
We did not
find
find
out
about
what?
Sable and Gable's navels.
I'm not
I do
asking
wonder-
them.
I still wonder if they have two navels.
I love the fact that this is just ongoing.
This has been an ongoing thing. I just
It's
love
a thing,
the
guys. It's a thing. Get in the comments. It's a thing.
You know, I'm gonna have to find some sort of command for Sable and Gable stables now.
Sable and Gable stables.
Alrighty, so we should probably return the
Can I get fan
stapler.
art for Sable and Gable?
Oh God, yes, Sable and Gable fan art. That'd
I
be
hope so.
beautiful.
I would.
Please, somebody.
I will play. I will play Sable and Gable as my next playable character in whatever we do. If I get fan art for it,
You
if
heard it
somebody
here,
does
folks.
fan art for Sable and Gable, whatever, like whether it's the Drunks and Dragons community one shot or whatever the case may be, I'll do the thing. I will
You heard it
gladly
here
do Sable
first,
and Gable.
folks.
You remember from The Office whenever, Michael had that second head thing he wore? You know, can you get one of those? That's the
I
question.
can try. I can try.
He does live in a place that has lots of props.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yes, but I can't just say hi, Mickey. I need this. Okay, thanks.
Why not? Mine. Do like you
Okay,
did in the one
off to
video
the
game.
stable.
Grab the fish.
Yeah.
Fish rampage.
So, yeah. There's the stats for my horse Wraith.
All
Ooh.
right. So, are we going to the sheriff's first?
I mean, we
45
would
power
stop
points.
at whichever place is
Right.
first on the way back into town. I don't remember the layout of which is closer to the graveyard, the sheriff or the.
So many power points. Holy shit.
Well, so table talk here. Minions are bought at 15 power points per rank. So I put 3 ranks into minion when I was building my character, and I made a horse because horses are like they're just an NPC that are like available in the book. So it was like 40. So figured it would help in a
Now,
Western setting
Are
to have a
you
horse.
are you a classic horse rider where you whistle and your horse comes run?
I am now.
All right.
It's full.
Can you
It's
whistle?
full Ghost Rider.
Actually, everyone already
Yeah,
knows
and,
Kirsten doesn't whistle.
I will. I say so. I had a. I've had a lot of horses. I grew up with horses in real life. This horse looks like an Arabian that I had, pure white. My horse in real life was called Ashes because my sister named
Nice.
it. Had a little bit of gray speckling to it. This horse, obviously, because I'm the ghost, is called the Wraith, but it is a pure white.
That's not why you named him Ashes. That's why I named him Ashes.
But yeah, my horse is a pure white Arabian, like
Nice.
very ghostly. That's why
Nice.
I named him Wraith.
All right.
Very
Perfect.
ghostly.
So as
Interesting how you
everybody
just happen to find one.
as
And
everybody
if
makes
Wraith
their,
dies, I'll be very sad. But then I'll just buy a new one.
I will apologize now. I have a penchant for killing mounts.
Nice.
Not on purpose. I just have a penchant for killing mounts.
So
That's fair. I mean, it is at the end of the day.
Like
just
two
a
out of
horse.
I'm like 2 out of the 4 of our DMs have a track record of killing mounts / horses. So I am very afraid for Wraith.
You do
Sorry
turn.
I mean,
Bro.
I've killed a horse as a player in a game because the guy was kidnapping a person, and I was like, well, it's harder to kidnap him if you can't ride a horse out of town. And I also like to go after people's pets because I just like my players to hate me.
All right, so you guys make your way to the sheriff's office and you drop his stapler off.
Right.
Nice.
Oh shoot, I said it, didn't I?
Yep. You did the thing.
I forgot.
Don't worry, I'm on top of it.
Oh, it's
Drop the stapler off. Is he appreciative about his stapler?
He is very much appreciative. Jeff Jeffries looks at you and tips his hat. I will purchase the next drink when you guys make your way back in town.
Good.
Hmm. I hope you
Great.
got a lot of coin because I work up a mighty thirst.
I will make sure you are quenched.
All right. Now we go to Sable and Gable's stables, home of the famous table and the bagels. It's a whole fable. Sable
As
and Gable.
we're leaving, I do make the stapler float above his desk for just a second.
Nice.
And then they leave.
There is, as all of us leave the sheriff's office and the stapler sets back down, the sheriff didn't notice it until it set down kind of heavy on his desk. Son of a bitch, I thought they got rid of the ghost.
It appears that they have returned. They may be vengeful spirits.
We'll take care of the ghost when we get back. Don't worry about it.
There you go. Hey, Dom, side note. Can your room stop blowing on your microphone, please?
It
There's literally nothing in my room right now. Like there's
I think, you know what I
Nothing
think it is?
going
First of
on.
all, my microphone's all staticky. Yours is being blown
Yes.
out. I think what it is
It's my
your
laptop.
Discord
It's
auto
my
since yeah, it's gone now.
it's my lap. It's literally like my laptop overheating.
Oh.
Damn.
That's crazy. Yeah, because it sounded like you had a jet engine in your room.
Let me hold on. Let me try this real quick.
And then he
Didn't
just
come
like
back.
disconnects.
Right.
Let me try this. Black screen.
Yeah. Do you guys hear anything, or is it?
No, you're
No,
okay
it's
now.
gone.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
I was curious because I had it sitting on top of my laptop, like right under the numpad, and then the second you guys said it was fine, I literally moved it off of it.
That's all it took.
So I put it back on to see if it would work, and I have no idea.
All right. And you have yourselves a quick journey across town to Sable and Gable stables. You find as you approach the stables that Sable and Gable are in the middle of having a conversation with Lucky.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Mm.
And it seems...
I thought you were gonna say with themselves.
No, they're
I
having...
mean,
They are having a conversation with themselves as well, but as you approach, you can hear that there is a conversation, and it appears that there is some bargaining going on about food and a certain young lady that this stallion should be getting together with, and they're bartering over terms.
Cherry?
Oh, no.
Cherry. You approach and
Oh,
and you hear Luke or Lucky. Well, I'm thinking maybe an extra bale of hay every week, and I promise I won't go anywhere ever again. Now, see, I told you he was not going to go easy on it. I heard you. Now, shut up. I'm trying to get this done. Nah, see, you shut up. You're not getting him to do anything. You keep giving him everything, and he's just going to walk. I know. I'm going to put him in his place. You guys are walking up on this conversation.
oh, by all means,
Yeah, I'm
continue.
I'm just doing that classic like cowboy leaning up against the doorpost with my leg, like my foot planted on the door. I'm just just sitting there, arms folded, just watching the conversation.
Now, Lucky, I told you we can't afford to give you another bale of hay every week, but we will get you the better hay because we found a new vendor. No. See, I told you. If we do that, then we're gonna have to charge more for the foals, and if we have to charge more for the foals, then we're not gonna get them to sell. We got to balance this out. Lucky, you just gotta man up and do what you're supposed to do. Cherry's out there waiting for you, and you don't want to break her heart. Well, it has been a little while. I tell you what, I'll think about it. But if you got some of that really good hay, that might make me think more about it. No. See, after. You got to get together with Cherry first. Then you get the good hay after. This is how it works.
And then can I approach,
Yeah.
Howdy, Sable and Jable.
Gable. I keep telling you it's Gable.
That's right. Sorry about that. There seems to be some kind of a spat happening with you and this horse.
No, we're just having a conversation about payment due for services rendered. I think that's how it goes, yeah.
Okay, well,
they're trying to get the horse to fuck the other horse.
Well, in less civil terms, yes.
Fitting drunk. I didn't expect you to be so vulgar, sir. Vulgar. Am I having a stroke? Anyways.
I still believe you are having a stroke.
We are here today,
if you do,
sir,
and at some point I may want to check that out.
I would mighty appreciate that. But we're here today because we need one more horse, you see. Maybe two. Well, at least one. You guys down to ride duos?
I don't take up much space.
Okay. We already have.
I can ride
Wraith.
double with somebody. I don't take up much space.
I'm not riding bitch on the horse.
Well, then you're gonna have to bargain for your own horse, Footendrunk.
Well.
was
You
gonna
guys are
say,
talking about picking
Wraith
up
is
some mounts. I mean, we got a wide selection here. Any one of them you want, and we will talk a really good price. You guys even get a discount because you brought Lucky back.
Sweet. Let's do it. Do you have a horse who likes hiding in holes?
No, horses don't like to hide in holes.
Well, I had to ask. You know, if it
That
ever came a
they get
time when we
claustrophobic
had to
real
ditch
easy.
the horse and keep him safe, I could dig a hole and put him in it.
Well, I mean, in that
But
situation,
okay.
you might be able to persuade the horse in the hole, but they just don't. They get claustrophobic real easy.
True.
right. That's
true.
why they sleep in stalls.
Now, I also heard you was looking for some hay. Now, I won't tell you where to get some really fine hay, but there is a groundskeeper at the cemetery who has a really nice broom, and it is made of hay.
Um, okay, that's not
That's
going to
not
be enough
a
to feed a horse.
replenishable. It's also not a replenishable source of hay, there, friend.
That's
So,
true.
how many of y'all are looking for a horse? Well, I'm thinking maybe just the two of them because the little guy said he can ride doubled up with somebody. But there's three of them. How come you're only asking for one horse if there's three of you?
I'll put. I personally can't do it, but Calvin puts his two fingers in his mouth and he whistles, and fully tacked somehow,
Yep,
Wraith just like rides up to the stables from somewhere.
yep.
I'm like,
That's
I
his
already got a
tradition.
ride.
Oh my,
Nice.
look at that. Isn't that a beautiful horse? Is he for sale?
No,
Oh, I mean, we'd pay a really pretty penny because I'm thinking getting the fillies on with this one would be amazing babies. Are you sure?
I mean,
He said
I
no,
could.
just leave him alone.
I ain't in the market for selling, but when we get back, if all things go well, and if Wraith here takes a liking to one of the ladies, I don't see why I would stop him from having some fun, if you know what I mean.
Oh, we might even get you a studding fee for that. That's an amazing offer.
But what if you say we take two horses and I'll even pitch in some of my own coin here as if we were renting three, and you can use that extra money maybe to get old Lucky here some sweet feed, some molasses and oats that you can bargain with.
You watch as Sable and Gable both look at each other, and for the first time since you've met the two of them, they agree.
Surprising.
I
You,
created
you,
this
wa-
character, and I am.
you, you watch as both. I made it canon. They agreed. Somebody put this on a calendar.
All right.
It's gonna be a new holiday in Allhaven, I
Right?
swear. It marks the day when you find your bitter rival and you just make peace with him for 24 hours.
And with that, you guys wait for a couple of minutes. Sable comes out with one horse. Gable comes out with another horse. You see, Sable has grabbed a decently well-bred Belgium. Looks at Dr. Fatendrunk. You seem a pretty big feller, so I got you one of our big horses. You should be able to mount this one with no problem. And Gable hands Tom Thomas.
Am,
Clydesdale.
Right?
am I being called fat, or is this like racial? I'm very confused.
Nah, you're bigger than everybody else here, so we got you a big horse. You,
I mean,
dirt
she ain't
digger.
wrong.
Tom, this one's yours.
Well, hey, first of all, I am not a dirt digger. I am a shoveler. I dig all kinds of gravel and ground and rock.
My apologies.
Grass,
My
hay,
apologies.
bushes.
I meant no
pulled a
offenses.
whole stump out of the ground one time, and it was a large oak tree with one swing of my shovel. That is an insult to say I am a dirt digger.
My apologies.
I expect a discount, sir. I will leave you a bad review on ye old Yelp.
Don't your shovel fly though?
Oh yeah, I could just fly on my shovel. I don't even need a horse. You get out of here.
Well,
I don't want your horse
Turn very
anymore.
I'll take the horse.
quickly.
I'll take the horse.
Thank you for reminding me, Calvin. You are the hero of this story.
I mean, this is the first time I actually felt like it.
So the other horse that's brought out is a chestnut quarter horse.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I actually know a little bit about horses too.
I could tell.
Midwesterner.
Well, my mom used to break horses when she was young, so I got to be around them quite a bit. With that, you all have your various mounts and an idea of what direction to head. Are you guys going to try and figure anything out before leaving, or is this just that was good? He is dangerous with his shovel, folks. Be careful.
I believe the most dangerous. I believe the most dangerous he is danger to himself.
I missed it. Where my microphone is right in front of Turkey. What happened?
He pinged himself in the head with his shovel.
Oh.
It was good. So yeah, do you
I
have
thought
any?
I heard a little ting, like a little metallic sound. I thought he baseball batted an empty can across the room or something.
He was checking the density of his hat.
Considering it is his head, you are not too far off.
It just happened.
I'm seeing it on the stream now.
I am so proud of you.
GM Jerry, you were just on top of it.
Coming in
Damn.
Bringing the fire truck.
So anything you guys want to do before leaving?
I mean, I just like to grab some general, supplies, right? Maybe a tent and some food, because who knows how long we're going to be out in the wild.
So
probably a long time.
General goods will say that you can get pretty cheap and easy. You have the funds to take care of that. Is there anything special that you guys are looking to grab?
No,
We'll
good.
do some a very brief shopping moment here. Nothing special? All
right.
right.
Just general stuff, yeah.
Well, I do have one thing. I want to make sure we can keep in contact with each other, because who knows what's going to happen out there in the desert. And Ty starts digging in one of the pockets on his pouch, and he hands each of you an earwig.
Ooh.
Of what?
It's a way to communicate with each other. Stick it in your ear. We can talk to each other.
Oh man.
Is this some type of way to try and mind control me?
No, it's just a way to communicate. It's a way to transfer our voices over a distance. It works up to 1 mile.
Nice. Is this
I think it's 1 mile.
Is this like a green tooth dongle that I can use with my AT&T brand Communicrystal?
Yes.
I already want to leave.
It's so funny. The multiple DMs. Jesus. I forgot about the Communicrystal. Jesus. That's awesome.
No, not the real earwig. Not the real earwig. These are not living creatures.
Yeah. Arcane Technologies and Telecom.
That's right.
The company that make Communicrystals.
These have microscopic communicrystals in them that catch the vibrations while you're speaking and transfer your voice over a distance.
It's an upgrade.
It is.
Nice.
I've been working on these for many years. I can't say.
I know you say microscopic, but I do just imagine putting an earbud in your ear with a satellite dish coming out.
Big old freaking 4-inch dish coming out your head.
Yeah.
Put this earwig in your ear. It's actually just a horn. You're like, hello.
Well, that is mighty good fidelity.
I can't hear you. Can
you feel me now, Mr. Krabs? All right.
So yes, this will make it so that if we get separated, we should be able to communicate with each other. If you are outside of communication distance, that means you're more than a mile away, and we probably won't be able to find you very easily.
Nice.
So
Okay.
it also allows us to do some recon and stuff like that without being grouped up, and it gives us a bit more of advantage out there, especially seeing as we're going to be traveling through Lord knows what as we head to the north.
Okay. Sounds like
Cool.
a good plan to me.
So I suggest we ride back out to the graveyard and head northwest from there. And the vision that I had, I saw one of the bandits had taken a pocket watch. Hence me thinking that the spirit I talked to was maybe a train conductor or something. He said that watch was real important to him, and I know like conductors usually have them fancy old pocket watches. I'll keep an ear out for any sort of metallic objects that might be roughly the size of a golden pocket watch there,
This one was silver.
or a silver pocket watch.
This one was silver.
You know, my memory. Maybe I'm having a stroke.
I actually never said what it was made out of. That's why I'm correcting you.
Fair.
What in the name of Allhaven is happening here?
Nice.
We're,
have
everyone
I not told you there, Dr. Fatendrunk? I can sense the location of specific metals within 2 miles of a radius around my personage.
No, I understand that part. That was not the part that was lost on me. I am just confused on why it seems as though every collective being in this universe is having a stroke at the same time, and it's kind of frightening.
It is
I
Thursday.
blame it on it. It's chemtrails.
Have you ever considered maybe you're the one having a problem and everybody else is normal?
That's also true.
Fatendrunk.
I mean, I've heard of magic mind people like you before, Dr. Fatendrunk. Sometimes they get brain tumors.
Dr. Fatendrunk is currently having an existential crisis.
Crap, I think we broke him.
Please roll will to see if you can continue this adventure.
Well, I'm gonna throw my shovel down on the ground and say, "Rise, ye mighty shovel," and then it's gonna float like 2 feet off the ground. And then I'm gonna
I actually rolled it.
You rolled a 3.
Rolled it.
Did you actually?
Dr. Fatendrunk.exe has stopped working.
Wait a minute, what? Oh, Jesus Christ.
No.
Oh shoot! So as the party
Dr.
starts to ride,
Fatendrunk believes that we are living in a simulation.
We broke the good doctor. Oh no! Oh no!
As we start riding north, Dr. Fatendrunk seems to be not quite all present at the moment.
He just starts babbling to himself and foaming at the mouth.
Dude.
Heading outside of town, heading toward the northwest, following the information that you have, the desert stretches out in front of you. Calvin and Tom, you guys have spent a bit of time out in the desert, so it's not too very apprehensive for you. Dr. Fatendrunk, being the educated scholar that you are, you generally travel in style, is my assumption?
Not necessarily, but when the opportunity arises, I definitely will not deny it.
Okay, so we are now heading out of town into the desert where there is nothing but sand, tumbleweeds, and various dried up plants and trees. Rattlesnakes, scorpions, coyotes, and other such creatures. There is a very good chance of running into creatures out there that just may not be too friendly. Something that I do when we start doing travel scenes like this is I have everybody roll a d6. Each person who rolls a d6 is emulating an hour's worth of travel.
How you do?
Really like those threes, Don.
Like this?
Yeah.
Is it not like that? How you roll 1d6?
Slash roll.
Yes, either slash roll
Or
there's like a menu on the left hand side that you
Huh.
can hover over. There's like a D20 on the upper left hand corner of the screen. You can hover over that and just click the D6.
We
Gotcha.
got 3, 4, 5, and 6.
We did. Small straight.
Nice.
Traveling.
I bet it all.
Right?
Yahtzee.
It's D scales, not points. As heading out into the desert doing this, there are a number of creatures that you see milling about, and most of them just scatter as the group starts to get near them. The coyotes see that you're coming, and they just bolt, go in the other direction. You hear the yips from them as they're angry that you disturbed them. Tom Thomas, from your position being in flight, you notice that the further you start getting from town, the stranger the creatures start to act. They end up getting less and less afraid, and you see that there are some creatures that start to become curious about your approach. However, as the posse gets closer, they realize maybe it's not a good idea, and they take off. Something that you do see that really catches your eyes is there looks to be a very large scorpion-like creature that, as you started approaching, burrowed itself into the sand. And by very large, you have a sneaking suspicion it's about the same size as one of the horses.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
You are the only
fellas,
one
I'm talking to you on my earwax. There is a very large scorpion up ahead. What do you suggest we do?
I mean, how far ahead is it?
Your guess from there is about anywhere between a quarter mile to a half a mile out.
My guess from here is about a quarter mile to half a mile out. I love doing that.
I'll take this moment as we kind of discuss what to do. Can I like send out like a ping to see if I can detect an amount of silver and probably maybe steel and copper and whatever else is in a watch?
Yeah. We will say, well, let me double check one thing here. You rolled third. So, yeah, we're 3 hours into travel here by the time Turkey sees that. Go ahead and roll. What check would work for your ping?
In this case, if I was DMing, I would do something like maybe insight, perception, investigation, one of those things. I can detect the metal. Like, that's not a thing I have to roll for. I can definitely detect it. It's more of just trying to discern if it's like the right amount with the right components, right?
Roll me
So
a
it's more of like,
perception. Roll me a perception, and I'll give you a situational bonus of +5 because of your natural ability.
all right, cool. So perception +5, 25.
25. You send out your magno feelers like that, and there are very minute deposits of gold scattered about, and by minute it's one of those you'd have to spend the entire day gathering all of them to make any real money out of it.
Gotcha.
There is a large amount of iron off to the east. You have a sneaking suspicion that it is from something that might have been vehicular, perhaps the the amount feels like what might be on a banded wagon wheel, or maybe
Okay.
the rings around a cask barrel.
Down south, the land
But
of
you
the
don't feel
pines on
anything at the moment. You
unknown
don't feel
way.
anything that feels like a pocket watch.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
Okay.
Um,
Mean.
at a 25, you said 2 miles out is what you can feel.
Yeah, 2 miles.
Okay, you do get one more hit, and this one is quite a distance away in the direction you're headed. It's right
Mhm.
there on the edge of what you can feel. There is another resonance from that feels like iron or iron and steel and brass.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Iron steel.
There's metal up in these mines.
Do I get a
Mines?
sense of is it like on? Do I like think it's probably like on the surface, or is it like a deposit of like ore in the ground?
What you're feeling is not naturally found the way it is.
Okay. I'll say. Well, I'm getting a
Wet your whistle,
a
everybody.
ping. Yeah, I get a.
You freaking betcha. I'll give you one, too. Today, your boy's drinking a peanut butter milk stout by the Belchin Beaver Brewery. It was bought for
Peanut butter
him by
hamburger.
Spooky Sprinkles last night, and it is delicious. Also high in alcohol percentage, being a barrel stout.
Peanut butter
So
hamburger.
I will. I'll let everybody
Peanut butter
know.
hamburger.
I'll let everybody know about the
Chotes off.
maybe like a manufactured item or something. Is directly like in the direction we're headed. As far as the scorpion, I think like as long as we head that way, if it's like a quarter to half a mile out, if we keep heading that way, but like divert to
Yep.
like the east or the west, a little bit more to kind of
Make
like go around it, I can keep my mental ping on the iron, steel, and brass,
Gotcha.
and
So
like
Nice.
maybe
you're using
circle
that
around.
little deposit of metals as a focal point, as like
Yeah,
the
so we don't
north
like
on a
lose our
compass.
bearing.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
a
Right.
basically a pseudo. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Gotcha.
want to lose our bearing heading towards that thing, but I also uh I don't want to run afoul of a giant scorpion. So
No, I understand that one completely. Alrighty. So we're gonna do one more set of d6s here, and by the time we're done with these d6s, it'll be midday.
I am in love with the number 3, apparently.
oh god, I got a 1. That's probably not good.
Nope, one
I
is the
got a
number
4.
that we're not looking for. So you guys,
But
the party tries to circumnavigate around that scorpion, uh, heading. Well, you're the one who had the idea, Calvin. Left or
Mm-hmm.
right, east or west? Which way are you going to circumnavigate?
East Coast, Beast Coast. Let's head east.
All right. So as you start heading to the east to circumnavigate where the scorpion was, the
West Coast, Best Coast, let's hold west.
it's
So, homie.
Oh,
Sorry.
on. It's on.
Sorry, I had to do it. Sorry.
any crocodiles nearby? Yep, sure, that's where I'm going.
I live in the Midwest. I don't have to worry about hurricanes.
Yeah.
Back in my
I
day.
live in the Appalachian Mountains, so I don't have to worry about hurricanes either.
As you start getting about 2 more hours of travel, um, the terrain starts to take on a slightly different feel. The dunes are taking a bit higher peaks to them. The wind is kicking up just a little bit. It's not enough to cause any real detriment to travel, but it does
Oh
feel a
no.
bit. It does feel a bit better, even if it is a hot wind crossing over you. Um, but
Oh no, boys.
the thing that's catching you the most about this is the sand feels more loose than what you had been traveling through. The the path that you guys were originally taking, now that you're getting out this direction, must have been a common trail taken, as some of the earth was packed underneath it. Now you're getting into the more fine sand that isn't traveled as much.
Are we headed into Wilson?
Into Wilson?
Oh God, no.
Oh, you are.
Please, God, no.
I'm not. No.
It's like 260 miles away from Allhaven.
Oh,
And
okay,
that's
thank
also
God.
west.
Sorry.
That's also west. You
And
guys.
we were traveling towards Silica Bastion,
You guys were
but
heading
even that's
northwest.
like,
Sorry, I was
Yeah.
worried about the crab people. You
I
know.
was gonna say, but even that is like maybe 100 miles. I doubt we're making 100 miles in a day on horseback.
No, you guys. No.
That attitude, yeah.
I forgot how to. I
We're
forgot how
probably
to.
like out here.
You're still going west. You guys headed. You started heading northwest and headed east a little bit. So yeah, you guys are right about here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Word.
That puts you about 30 miles out of town.
we're like right at the corner of this like piece of grass.
Right. You guys are about 30, 35 miles out of town. And as the sand starts to get soft, one of the three of you, any one of the three of you who wants to, roll a perception.
Okay at perception.
I think I have a.
I'm
+4?
moderately perceptive.
Oh, nice.
No, I have a +6.
I'm not perceptive.
Go ahead and roll your perception.
Sorry. I'm concentrating too hard on
Dom got
the
a 25.
metals.
Yep, and I'm going to roll
A
me a
+6
perception
to
because
perception.
I want to see if we can do this.
It wasn't a 3. He's having a stroke.
He's having a stroke. Oh, nice. All right, so we have two people, 20, yeah. I got a 20 on that. You got a 25. That grants it a 27 or 28 total on your perception check because of a group check. You notice that as you have started to travel in this direction, circumnavigating, the sand starts to move of its own volition.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
And while you were trying to circumnavigate the singular threat of a scorpion, you have accidentally stumbled across a scorpion's nest.
Oh shit.
As from the
Well, good thing I
sand,
can fly.
you watch as 4 large scorpions burst forth and start to scuttle their way toward you. Now we're going to need
not
some
good.
initiative here, and I don't remember how to set the initiative chart up.
There should be a little thing in the corner
I just
where you
found
can, to turn order.
Is there any way we can take a quick pee break and then come back for this battle?
Yep, all I want to do is when you return to your computer, roll your initiatives. What we are going to do
I roll this.
here is we are going to head off on a 10-minute break. And when we return, they're going to have to deal with some scorpions. We'll see you guys in just a minute.
Okay.
And we are back, everybody. Everybody in the group has rolled for their initiative. They have stumbled across a nest of scorpions in the middle of the desert. And starting this whole shindig off, if my memory serves correctly, is Ty, the Tinkerer, who has taken a couple of new power points into his energy blaster and has turned it into a bit more of a ranged thing. Nope, he didn't. Never mind. I forgot. I put that into my defenses because I wanted him to be more powerful. Scratch that. That's the next one I'm doing. Ty, these things are going to hurt like a son of a gun when we get up to them. I'm going to see if I can flank around the side and catch him from behind. And he's going to literally do that. He's going to sweep around to the side and get up to try and get behind where the scorpions are. So at the moment, he is not making an attack. However, one of the scorpions decides he's going to get in on the shindig. And we're going to see who he is going after. He's going after number 3. That's going to be
That's
the
probably
shoveler.
Oh. Not me.
Not you. Tom
not
Thomas,
you.
one of
Okay,
these
so-
giant scorpions, starts scuttling across the sand and charges toward you. And for some reason, it makes kind of no sense why he's doing that. But he starts scuttling towards you as you're floating in the air. And you
Yeah,
can see that the
floating in the
tail is kind of doing one of these numbers at you. As it's trying to bring you down with strikes from its tail.
Not fair.
The big question I have here is about how high were you flying off the ground?
I was thinking like 30 feet, logically, because I didn't want to be too far from the dudes, but I did kind of see a little further than they did to see the first scorpion.
Yeah,
So
I thought that was the case. So
probably about 30 feet.
he is, for some reason, this scorpion is just dead set on you, but there is no possible way for it to be able to attack you.
What a loser.
Freaking loser, dude. I mean, you old loser.
There we go.
Yeah.
This one is going to go after Mr. Fitendrunk. As it scurries.
If you could politely fuck off, that would be fantastic.
Oh no.
I will tell it to do that, but he's not listening very well. It does not speak the common tongue.
That
The good
is
doctor.
called for.
And double check one little thing to make sure I'm not making it. There we go. And yeah, it gets a +2 to hit as it tries to attack you with its claws. And that is a 21
That
versus
will
your
definitely hit. Yeah.
toughness. And then, sorry, I just got the stats of this thing pulled up, so I'm not quite 100%. All right. So again, how do I do the damage on this one?
So if it hits his AC, he has to roll toughness
Right.
at a DC of 15 plus their damage rank. But I don't think that's gonna do much.
No.
So what's the damage rank on that? Pincer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get here because for some reason this thing is not happy with me. Give me half a second. I'm using the giant insect as the template. But for some reason the PDF just crashed on me.
Gotcha. Right. Giant insect.
Yeah, page 287. Or 280. Yeah, 287.
Let me look that up. Then.
It's power levels. It's a PL6.
Fight +3 damage 4. All right, so it would be a 19. 19 minus 6 is 13. 13 is I think 3.
Yeah.
1 is up to 5. Up to 10. Yeah, so 3 ranks of failure on that. Jesus Christ.
We're going to make that smaller. Just because I'm using it as a template, it's not that powerful. It's got that I'm using half that damage rank.
Okay, so it would be I mean, I think it's still 3 because that's only a -2. He'd be 11, right? So
Yeah.
1 to 5, up to 5 is 1 5 to 10 is 2, and then 10 to 15 is 3. So he's still 11, minus 11 with that 6. So yeah, it's still 3 degrees of failure, which means he is staggered and has a -1 circumstance penalty to further checks against damage.
So it
And if
manages.
he is staggered again, he becomes incapacitated.
Gotcha. So at the moment, you are staggered by this creature, as it got a seriously powerful hit on you.
Mm-hmm. I'm not combat ready. I am normally in the back, so me being in the front getting attacked is not ideal.
So you move at half speed, and you can only take a single standard action on your next turn, which you can change if you want to move, but you can't move and do an action. You just get
That is perfectly fine.
All right, and the next person up on the list is the ghost.
I'm also not combat ready. These things just bursted out from the ground. Is there one like close to me?
Yeah, you can either go to the one that's right next to Dr. Fitendrunk, or there is another one that you can reach with no problem.
Yeah, it's just sort of like an instinct, kind of like, oh shit, like smack at it.
Okay.
But this activates a new power that even Calvin doesn't know that he has.
Okay.
I use some points here. Does a 21 hit?
Oh, most definitely.
Nice. Now, out of character, I did check. I was gonna do this anyway, but I wanted to make sure. Scorpions do have blood with metal in it. They're actually copper based, not iron based. Just for fun facts. But I I used some points in the chat. I told you guys I put another metal power thing in, but I wasn't gonna tell you what it was. I have affliction anemia now.
Oh no!
Where I draw the iron and or metal out of people's blood, and it makes them sleepy. It make them go sleepy. Bye.
Oh goodness!
Dude, that's cool as fuck.
But it is a touch attack. It is a touch attack, which is perfect because normally I'm a ranged character. So these things like bursting out, I'm like, oh shit! And I'm just like smacking it. Yep. And like feeling like I'm drawing the copper out of there just as an instinctual reaction. So basically they gotta roll fortitude against a DC 16.
Oh, that's gonna suck because their fortitude is not that good. All right. So
hell yeah.
They actually just get a flat D20 roll because they don't have a fortitude modifier. Oh, and I rolled a nat 20.
Eva dice.
Damn. All right. Well,
sorry about that. I rolled a nat 20.
No worries. You know,
I wanted it to work because that's freaking cool.
Well, hey, I mean, it's one of those things, right? Like narratively where he's like, oh shit, did I? Now it's like in his head, right? Like now he may do it consciously.
So yeah, you do that. Now, because that hit, do you do any other type of damage to him?
No, it's just an affliction. It's just an affliction.
All right. So
it goes fatigued, exhausted, incapacitated.
Okay. Then that brings us to Tom Thomas the Shoveler. You have one.
I will say it is cumulative. It is a cumulative affliction.
Okay. Tom Thomas, there is one of these critters down below you, and it seems to have a desire to get after you. There's one on top of Dr. Fitendrunk, and Calvin just slapped one.
On my shovels, I'm going to fly around and land on the side of it, on the ground, like off to the side, so it can't get me with its little claws, right?
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my super shovel dig array power, and I'm going to slam into the ground with my shovel and create a 5-mile deep hole and just sink the scorpion into it.
All right. So out of the sky drops Tom Thomas. And
I could
as-
go 16 mile deep, but I figured that's overkill. So I'm just gonna go 5 miles.
Yeah, that's
Thank you very much for your moderation in your use of
Kind of
abilities here.
benevolent.
Well, okay, so here's my thought process too, though. Is even as a DM, it's sand, right? So like in Scorpions, we're digging through the sand in the first place. So even if it does manage to get back out, it's gonna take them a little while. You
Well,
know?
here's the fun part. I'm going to roll a dexterity to see if it can avoid being dropped into this pit.
That's fair. That's fair.
I rolled a 17.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, hold on. Your ability when you make this hole, what's the diameter of the hole? I know that it's freaking deep. What's the diameter?
So I have 17 ranks in hole digging. This is like the only thing I can do. All right, I have 17 ranks in hole digging with my super shovel. It is also a ranged attack, so I don't actually have to be next to the sand for the dirt to slowly disappear. It's just burrowing, and I can make up to a 16-mile long hole in 6 seconds. I envisioned like a 20 by 20 freaking hole, just big enough for this scorpion to fit in. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe his claws could like scrape at the sides, and then he doesn't go all the way
What
down.
in the
So it still gives him a
blazes?
chance with a good dex or something. You know, keep it fair. I don't know.
I just lost Dom.
Hey, right here.
No,
Hello.
on the overlay you disappeared. And I don't understand.
Ah!
All right, let's see what's going on here.
I promise I have not gone anywhere.
Either way, how much?
Yeah,
movement
it doesn't.
speed do I
I'm just
have?
looking up the burrowing thing. It doesn't say how wide. It doesn't like limit
There we go.
or give any.
Nope. So you're making it so it's wide. It's large enough to swallow this critter into it. It falls. It does fall into the hole. However, it does not fall all the way to the bottom. As it does, you can hear the the clicking and clacking of its claws and feet trying to grab and find purchase. And
Okay.
you're not sure, unless you're looking over the lip of this hole, you're not sure how far it fell down, but I'm letting you know it did not go all the way.
That's fair. Do I have a little bit of movement speed left?
To do what?
I just want to spin my shovel over my head and go back up a few
That-
feet, you know?
Going back up into the air, no, but if you wanted to do a flourish, be my guest.
Okay, no, we're all right. We're all right.
Wait, hold on a second. I always imagined you riding on that shovel like the Silver
It's
Surfer rides a
both ways.
surfboard.
It's both ways.
You
shovel,
helicopter in hell.
Also Silver Surfer shovel. It's both ways.
I love it. I fucking love this.
That is great. All right,
Fucking
now
So want to go straight up.
Holy fuck.
Also, it kind of like it's a tactical shovel, right? So it's like this, and it could just spin itself. You know?
all right, and one of them goes after
I'm a nerd.
Ty. Oh, good God.
Good fail.
Crit fail on the attack to Ty as he tries to flank it. This thing goes straight at him. So, yeah,
I can't hear you. All my headphones came out.
that was beautiful. Apparently that scorpion just doesn't know how to attack a moving object as it goes to and just misses completely. It's nearsighted. It needs glasses.
All right.
Dr. Fatendrunk,
Yes.
you just got blasted by a scorpion. It
I did.
has staggered you.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now your turn.
Well, I'm not too fond of this little fucker coming up on me and trying to give me the business.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to put a bit of the ye old mind control.
Okay.
I'm gonna need him to make a will save, DC 14.
Oh,
Nice.
I actually get a bonus to this.
Make him attack.
God
his
damn it.
friends.
Exactly is what I wanted.
I rolled a 6.
Ooh.
That's what's up.
So how many degrees of success is that then? Is that 2?
What was my target?
14.
The scorpion, the one that was in
No.
front
What
of
was
me.
my target roll?
14.
A 14? That
Yeah.
is 7 points different, so that's 2 ranks of failure.
Targets failing a resistance check against your first become dazed, then become compelled. So currently you are compelled. Where did it go? There was a little bit that described how that worked in here, but I don't see it. I probably need to write these down for future reference.
I think here, let me check. Affliction.
As you can tell, boys and girls, we're
Um,
still learning our way around this. We are having
yeah,
fun,
yeah.
so there will be pauses like this.
This the
Yes.
third episode ever.
Third episode ever, yep.
So yeah, if depending on the number of degrees that it fails by, that is what it that particular degree of failure is what it. So at 6 and it's a DC of 14. That's
So
2
I
degrees of
understand
failure.
that it's 2 degrees and that my target is now compelled, but I'm more so in regards to like statistically what compelled does.
Oh,
I understand how like the degrees of success work with this. I just didn't know exactly what
What
compelled
does
specifically.
compel mean?
so compelled. Let me see here. Compelled, a single standard action determined by another.
So you can tell
So
it
all
to
they
do
can do is
something.
a single action on their turn, and you get to choose what it is. You can make them run away from you. You can make them attack something else.
I'm going to have it jump in the hole.
Teamwork!
Oh,
Because
heck
hopefully
yeah.
it's gonna land on his buddy and boom.
Oh, that's
Yeah, dude.
great. So does that happen immediately?
Yes.
Well, it would happen, I think, on its turn.
Okay.
On that creature's turn.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So
Um,
that thing is compelled to go jump down the hole. You watch as its body kind of quivers for a moment, and it starts to turn toward that direction. And oh god, this one's coming after Ty too. That is a 13.
Power blast this thing, man.
Yep, but I don't have. I can't do that as a reaction. That is an action. And that goes against my dodge DC, which is a 14. So I just barely get out of the way.
There you go.
Perfect, and that brings it to me. To which now I'm very not happy because I got a bunch of these creatures on me. I am going to try to Sonic Blast one of them, just like you said.
Nice.
And that was a crit fail.
Fuck. Dude.
So yeah, I go to energy blast this thing, and apparently I cannot fire while on a moving object. Oh crap, I just shot the dirt. And dirt flies up in the air.
Right, because in Mutants and Masterminds, there's no crit fail like backlash, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
This guy goes and jumps in the hole. And how deep was the hole?
5
miles.
5 miles. We are going to say, I'm sorry, but I can't say anything other than this. It just jumped 5 miles into the earth. We're not going to see him for a while.
If you're curious, I do have. If you're curious, I do have the rules up for falling damage.
Yeah, just for argument's sake, what is falling damage?
Yeah. So falling damage starts at DC or a damage rank 4, and then you add twice the distance fallen, twice the rank of the distance fallen, up to a maximum of 16. So I'm rounding down to 4 miles because it jumps from 4 to 8 miles. I figure 5's closer to 4.
Yep.
That's rank 10. So that's 4 plus 20. So max 16 damage. So that would be literally rank 16 damage is the DC is 15 plus ranks in damage. So that's a 31
Yeah.
toughness or DC 31 toughness check to
And-
avoid damage. However, I will say this. However, if you want to try and catch a falling person, because there is a scorpion in that hole already, if it wants to try and catch its buddy, you would have to figure out how far down it is so that you can like calculate the damage, the distance part of it.
This is actually going to be the reverse. The scorpion in the hole is going to have to avoid getting hit by the jumping scorpion.
Fair enough. Still, you still have to calculate, like, you know, we don't know how far it is, so you'll have to figure out the rank of distance, which is on the cheat sheet if you have that open.
I do not have
right on
that
the first
cheat sheet
page.
open.
I told you all. Day one, shovel
But
OP. All right.
so
Shut
what you
up.
do
Day one,
is you
shovel
subtract
hole.
you would subtract
Shovel
its
P.
you would subtract its strength score from its ranks and you would subtract its the person trying to catch, right?
Mhm.
Or avoid or whatever, you would subtract the their strength ranks from the total damage that it would deal to them.
All right.
And then if they catch them, so this is trying to catch somebody.
Yep.
I don't know how you want a house rule avoiding or whatever.
Yep.
But if they catch them, both characters take the ranks of. They'll both have to make the toughness check, and they, you know, against the modified DC.
what is
Both take the
1
falling
mile?
damage.
1 mile is rank 8, so that's still gonna be max.
Right.
It's still gonna be max
This-
damage
this-
because
the
8
falling
doubled is.
scorpion caught himself about a mile down. Or well, I
Okay.
shouldn't say caught himself a mile down. He slid until he was a mile down. He caught himself earlier than that. And is getting slammed into by this falling one. They are both getting dropped to the bottom of this hole because an 18 is not going to save him.
Yes, so they gotta
For my
roll.
science nerds out there, if a scorpion jumps into a hole for a mile down, is he hitting terminal velocity?
Yeah. No. He's getting close.
Yeah, he is. By the rules of the game, because you max out at damage 16. I'm assuming that's terminal velocity, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Like, yeah, if it maxes out at 16, so they got to make a toughness.
I don't know.
Each of them got to make a toughness check at rank 31.
I rolled an 18.
30
It didn't work.
It did not. It did not work.
So you have managed, Dr. Fitendrunk, you have managed with mind controlling one scorpion using a 5-mile deep hole dug by Tom Thomas to annihilate 2 giant scorpions.
Teamwork
Hero
makes
of
the
the
dream
story
work.
now, Calvin.
That is beautiful. All right.
I never said I was.
I'm
That's
sorry,
all
but
you,
what did you
buddy.
say about me
I'm
being
just
a
double
scientist?
checking because I'm pretty sure that is that. No, okay, so that's 18. I have to calculate how many. That's only 3. That's only 3 ranks of damage. Okay, they are not just automatically incapacitated though.
They're
so
5 miles.
That is a thing.
They're 5 miles down inside a hole. For the argument of this combat, I don't think they're coming back up.
Fair enough.
It's not while we're here.
They could follow us and seek their revenge.
This is
They
true,
can
but
try.
Yeah.
They can sure fucking try.
for the purpose of this combat, they are no longer participants. Calvin Beck,
know,
it is your
Mutants and
turn.
masterminds, right? Heroes don't normally kill people, so in my brain, I was like, I'll just put them in holes and forget about them.
Yep, they are taken care of. Calvin Beck, it is your turn.
Hell yeah! And there's what, 2 left
And they're
now?
both
Yeah.
they're both in front of Ty.
They're both in front of Ty. Okay. I'm assuming Ty is a bit of a ways away from me, not within like arm's reach or anything.
Correct. He's going to be about
So
30 feet away from you.
yeah. So I do have some railroad spikes in a satchel. So I'm gonna take a handful of railroad spikes and fling them with my magneto powers at
Nice.
one of the closer of the two to me.
Yep.
So that's an 18 to hit.
That is a 13 to dodge.
So if their dodge is 13, then my 18 would hit them, and they have to roll a toughness against a DC 23.
And their toughness is 3. I rolled a 20. Dirty 20.
Ooh, all right. So they just a -1 then to further damage checks, because that's just 1 degree of failure.
Perfect.
Not great, but at least I did something this turn.
Yes.
At least I did something, Dad. Are you proud of me?
It's better than, shooting sand in your face, because Ty sucks. Tom Thomas.
It's not as cool as digging holes, but
This is true. Tom Thomas,
Well-
it is your turn. There is
put
2
a
less
scorpion in a
scorpions and a
hole.
giant hole in front of you.
I'm assuming they're a little ways away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my shovel throw.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna chuck it at him.
Do it.
Yeah. Here we go. Rolling.
Are you
Goes
going to
there,
use
try
your
again, goes
are you
there,
gonna,
try again.
did you add the bounce effect to your shovel? Whoa, we just got
I have-
raided.
I have ricochet. Yeah.
Laws of gods and men, welcome to Dragons in the Dining Room, hero approved stream team adventures in Allhaven.
welcome.
Thank you for showing up. How are you? What were you up to? And did you have fun doing it?
Yeah.
We're
Welcome,
currently in the
guys.
middle of playing
welcome.
Mutants and Masterminds, and
I got
they're
a
fighting
point.
some giant scorpions.
Yes.
I'm Calvin Beck. I got magneto-like powers to manipulate metal, and I can astral project. And I just shot up a scorpion with some railroad spikes.
And currently, Tom
I am the
Thomas.
shoveler,
Yes,
and I'm throwing my shovel at a giant scorpion. I got a dirty 20 to hit.
that is definitely going to hit. I'm going to roll a toughness here to see what happens. If I could spell.
I am just a smart guy with mind control powers.
You
I'm
caused a
just a
scorpion to
shoveler,
jump in a
nobody
giant hole.
loves
I rolled a
me.
19, so that is 1 degree of failure. I get a -1 to damage going forward. Which, it is now the scorpion's turn.
Poor shovel family.
The scorpion is going to try to hit Ty. And rolls a 16. He actually hits Ty.
Nice. I mean, not nice.
Not nice. And now I gotta
Not
roll
nice.
I gotta roll a toughness, right?
Yes.
Where did toughness go? There it is.
I have no idea.
I rolled an 11.
There you go.
That is that 2 degrees of failure? No, that's 1 degree of failure. That's bad. So Ty now has a -1 to his damages, correct?
Yes.
All right. So the scorpion just latched onto him. Dr. Fitendrunk, it is your turn. You just watched as one of the giant scorpions
What you do?
attacked Ty.
Smart Doctor Man. Hey, new follow.
Thank you very much for
thank
the
you for the
follow
follow.
of Laws of Gods and Men. Welcome to the dining room. Thank you very, very much.
I very much appreciate that.
I just
any other-
as I say, I just shout out a little blurb about what we're doing here in chat, so y'all can read it while we play.
Thank you kindly.
Whichever one hit my boy Ty, I'm going to attempt to mind control him.
All right.
Nice.
So do so. Yes, we do our best to dress up similar to our character avatars in our screen. I just don't have my brass goggles yet. I'm waiting on them to show up.
I'm waiting on my my bolo tie, and then I'll be wearing a white shirt. But the black looks better with just the shirt.
My things are into wash. I did a lot of mine.
Oh, nope, that's not a 21. I rolled the wrong thing. That is a 19. So unfortunately, your mind control did not work on this scorpion.
I am upset. I am distraught. I feel betrayed.
It's the existential dread you felt when we left town.
Yep.
GM
I'm
Jerry,
still convinced we're living in a simulation.
GM Jerry, thank you very much for that. I'm glad you brought one of your friends here. It's really nice to meet more people of the community.
Yeah.
If you stick
I went over there
around
and
for
followed
just a
you.
little bit,
Laws of
you'll actually
dogs.
get to learn about all of us. Next up on the list is one of the scorpions who's going to try and attack me.
This is tradition.
As is tradition.
As is tradition.
That is a nat 20.
Oh,
You're
I just-
killing yourself.
I just crit myself.
You're killing yourself, dude.
All right, so I forget how crits work.
So critical hit. You add one of the following effects: either a +5 bonus to the effect rank, adds another effect of your choice with a resistance of DC 10. So that would be for like an afflicted or something, or an alternate effect if you want to do something alternate.
All right, well, I failed my roll by 17.
Okay.
So that is 3 ranks of failure.
At least, yeah. I don't think you can just go straight to 4. I do think it has to be 3, and then if you get another 3 degrees,
Okay,
then you're incapacitated. I believe is how that works.
perfect. So at 3 degrees of failure, I am staggered. I can only take 1 action, and there is another effect that can go along with this because of the nat 20. So I am going to say for this turn, I am going to be stunned.
Cool.
I won't. I actually will not be able to take an action this turn because of how grievous the wound was.
Little buddy, no!
Which brings us back around to the top
No.
to the ghost.
We will not let him go.
You see at this point in time, one of the scorpions has Ty in his pincers and is crushing Ty's body.
Oh, no.
Well, shit.
Well,
That. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. Damn you, mechanics of the game!
Right?
I was gonna be like, is that the one that has my metal spikes in him? But then I was like, wait, move object doesn't take the creature with it, so it would just pull them out of it. And I'm like, damn it!
They thought
I
that
just want to
one
like
through.
shake. Yeah, fuck. Shit. All right. I'll just I'll grab like 5 more railroad spikes out of my bag. It's like half empty now. I'm gonna fucking just shoot it. Just kidding. Shoot it with this railroad spikes. I got like one move, guys.
Yeah,
Like
make
when it
him
comes
hurt.
to combat.
Rolling that 20.
I mean, I do have a sidearm. I do have a gun if I run out of railroad spikes. It's a 21 to hit.
That's not quite a nat 20, but that's still pretty darn good.
It is.
That's a difference of 8. So
yeah, my DC, my
good
damage
God.
DC is a 23.
I rolled a 7.
Hell yeah! What is that? 7.
It's a 14
What's
points.
23? 14.
Nope, 15.
Okay, so yeah, so that's
3.
also 3. Yeah. So
3
that guy
points of failure?
is Yeah. So that guy is staggered and has a -1, a cumulative -1. So if that's the one that I hit before, or if he's
Yep.
been hit before,
He's got a -2.
Yeah.
Perfect. So this one is pretty well beat up. Tom Thomas, it is now your turn.
It's Tom's turn. It's Tom's turn.
It is
Tom.
Tom's turn.
Who is around? Is any of the scorpions by themselves?
No, they are both taking turns at making Ty hurt.
Oh yeah, Ty. Not good. Can I hop on my shovel hover and fly over at the speed of light, grab Ty, and then fly away?
The speed of light.
You know,
Hey, dude, I can fly 500 miles in 6 seconds on this shovel, okay?
he pretty much can break the sound barrier when he flies.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Now I
Do you want me to helicopter fly?
believe in this system you can move or take an action. However, you have something that you earned at the very beginning of the game that might allow you to take an action, if I recall correctly.
Is it a hero point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use that. I want to fly over, save Ty, and then, fly a little safe distance away.
All right. Roll me, if you would, a dexterity or athletics, whichever one is higher.
I can do athletics. I got a 25.
Oh, good God. Yeah, you swoop in like the angel of mercy that you are, and Ty is whisked away from danger.
But while I pick him up, I want to whisper in his ear, I got you, little buddy.
It's about time. This thing had me in a bad place.
You're about to die.
I was too. All right. So now this thing, shoot. I'm going to roll a 1d2. If it rolls odd, it's going to chase after Tom. If it rolls even, it's going to find a new target. It's going to find a new target.
The hole is a target.
The hole is a target. All right. It is going to go after the ghost. It is not going to be able to reach the ghost this turn and attack, so it is now Dr. Fatendrunk's turn. One of them is starting to move toward you and Calvin.
Well, since my friend over here did not want to succumb to my abilities, it seems I have to be a more aggressive manner. For like a ranged damage, how does the attack roll go for that?
Sorry.
Like what do I add to my attack?
Dex.
In regards to like a power.
So for depending on if it's a close or a ranged attack, you would use your
perception
close or perception range. That's like a psychic attack, right?
Correct.
I don't think you have to attack them. I think they just have to save against your damage. The limiting factor on that, if you don't have an attack roll, the limiting factor is just that the effect of the attack can't be more than the series power level.
Right.
Otherwise, you would have a ranged combat with the lit on your character sheet with the name of the power.
Which I do not.
And if it uses,
so it says perception. It's perception range damage resisted by will. So I didn't know if I had to hit first and then they do the will save.
I just have to roll a will and try not to get hurt, from how I'm understanding.
Okay.
And
that's what the mind control is. It's perception range cumulative affliction resisted by will. But I figured with a range damage, I figured.
Your DC
to do
is
things.
what is the DC on that? Is that a 14?
For Mental Blast, it's 19.
19? I rolled a 3.
Okay.
So that is a
Hell yeah.
difference of 16. That is a rank.
I-
That is a 3 degrees of failure.
I told you guys that I would explode your mind if you guys kept mispronouncing my name wrong.
I didn't do that. Not once.
As you watch as just this scorpion looks like his entire head is just like imploding from the inside.
All right. So what is the
Nice.
descriptor of the effect?
So you can strike your target's mind with mental force, inflicting damage resisted by the target's will rather than toughness, but having no effect on targets immune to effects resisted by will, such as inanimate objects.
Okay. So
Mental blasts are often, but not always subtle as well. That's all it says.
So this one is going to end up with rank 3 damage type. So he is staggered and has -1 and can only take 1 action on its next turn.
Yes.
Perfect. That brings us to that critter itself. And it needs to roll a 1d2 to see if it goes after Tom. Whoops. Helps if you use the right command. Nope.
Probably.
It's gonna...
We're so used to killing monsters.
Yep.
I feel like it's hard for us to like. How do we end battles? You know what I mean? Like in this system, like
You knock him unconscious.
we have to get them. Yeah.
Well, they're just animals. Like we can if we want to just murk them, we can. Like
Yep. I mean,
but
at this point in
this
time,
I
if
think
you
the
guys,
really
heroes-
allow us to do that. You
no,
know what I
you
mean?
can. Once they're incapacitated, you attack them again. They become dying, and once they're dying, you attack them again, and they're dead.
and these guys are pretty much on the verge of going unconscious in as it is. The other one starts to run toward Calvin Beck and Dr. Fatendrunk. Ty is in your hands, so he cannot do anything from his position, and that brings us back to the ghost.
All right.
You have the one that is severely damaged from your spikes. You have the one that is severely damaged from Dr. Fatendrunk's mental blast.
250,000 miles per hour.
Yeah, I did some math in between turns.
Jesus.
You'd be going Mach.
Rank 17 flight is stupid, okay? It's a stupid fact.
328 times the sound of speed.
Yep,
The
speed of
sound of
sound, exactly.
speed.
It's so
320 times sound of speed.
yeah,
I
so
told
fast,
you I'm having a stroke.
so fast it makes our freaking mental magician have a stroke. That's Mach 328. It's insane.
I think GM
Also,
Jerry has it
I
on the nose.
Sound
Yeah, sound of meth. That's how I read it the first time too. I was like, what? I was like, oh, okay. What the hell does meth
You're
sound
goddamn
like?
right.
Oh, yeah.
You're
You're
goddamn
goddamn
right,
right.
feather.
That's right, John. Tell him. You live in Florida, right?
I'm taking out
Yes, sir.
5 more railroad spikes. This is like my
Sir,
second to
excuse
last time I can attack with these spikes
That's
until
all
I
right.
collect them again.
He fails his by 1 rank. And
Okay.
at this point in time, it is now unconscious.
Nice.
Yeah, you just drilled this thing with 15 freaking metal spikes. It is not moving at the moment.
Nice.
Tom Thomas.
So I'm gonna set the tanker down.
Thank you for the cheers,
Um,
Spooky.
Cheers,
Hey,
Spooky.
Spooker. I'm gonna set the tanker down and then be like, "You're welcome, little feller."
Thank you.
I'm imagining we're like 30 feet away from the last scorpion standing there, the one that was attacking him.
Yeah, roughly.
And then, I guess I'm just going to throw my shovel at him. So what I'm
All
going
right.
to do. Just going to throw it at him.
This is the one that's
'Cause if I
sitting there
dig a
bleeding
hole,
from the ears.
We
Holy
might all
smokes.
fall into it.
Thank you very much, GM Jerry, for the 100 biddies. Very
Hey!
nice. Very, very nice. Very much generous.
Thank you,
Damn.
Jim Jerry. The shoveler's
Yes,
shovel
sir,
check got a
skis.
24.
That is a 24. That is going to hit. Let us roll a toughness check here to see if you knock
I
this
just love
thing
that.
unconscious.
The shoveler's the shuffle check.
That is a 14. That is a 6. That is 2 degrees of failure. Yes, you are most definitely knocking this critter unconscious.
Sick.
At this point in time, the two creatures are not moving. There is a gigantic hole 5 miles down into the earth, and you are not exactly sure how close you are to the grave robbers that you were hunting for. However, it is rolling up on 11 o'clock, which is when we normally wrap this up. So we are going to pick up. We are going to pick up in the middle of the desert after this fight with the Goedirt running the next approved adventures of Allhaven.
Hi.
Yep. Before we sign off, what we're going to do is we are going to have everybody announce who they are and what fun things they've got going on coming up. And because you're the one who made all of this happen, Calvin, you start this off.
The
Cool.
hero of this story.
Before I tell you who I am, I just want to have it on record that I use my move metal powers to take all of the railroad spikes out of the scorpions and put them back in my bag.
So it is noted.
But
So it is noted.
I am Jeff Folsham of the channel Folsham_art, FOULSHAM as in Michael _art. I stream art during the weeks, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Currently I am doing currently I'm doing a lot of backgrounds and scene work for a RPG show that I'm going to do later this year called Spaceship Zero and the Slave Ship of Despair. If you like pulp sci-fi, like 1950s comic style, black and white artwork, like that's the style that I'm trying to go for. I drew some spaceships in space, just hovering around Earth earlier this week. And today I finished up drawing the interior of the bridge of the titular Spaceship Zero. I'm going to be continuing that art during the week up until we're either done with the artwork or, starting the show. But I run RPGs on my channel on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Currently, we are playing Season 2 of our D&D 5th Edition game. And once Season 2 is over, that's when we're going to start the sci-fi Spaceship Zero thing. So, that's what I do. During the week, it's art, and on Saturdays, it is the D&D stuff. Real quick, I just started a podcast. Turkey is going to be a guest on it. We recorded our thing. It is dropping tomorrow. We're throwing out a whole bunch of episodes. If you want to go, I'll put can I type links in chat?
Yes.
I think I'm a mod, so I can type it.
Yep.
I'll put the link in chat, but tomorrow I'm dropping interviews that I did with an artist named Mr. Abstracto. Turkey Terror is dropping. Artists Ethan Brewerton and Cryomera, both of them are cyberpunk artists. I know that's like a big thing that people are interested in right now. A streamer, Major Grunge, who I talked to about sex magic, Aleister Crowley, philosophy, and the DIY punk aesthetic. We talk about a lot of shit with him. And a personal friend of mine who is currently in his last semester of nursing school. I talked to him about what it's like being a nurse in a hospital during a pandemic. It's super fun.
A personal friend of yours?
Nope.
Well, we haven't met in person. I'm sorry, like a real life friend of mine
yeah.
who I
makes
like.
Sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You're not a real person, Turkey.
The look on Turkey's
we haven't met in
As
the
soon
meat
as his
space.
camera goes off, I no longer exist.
He looks.
We haven't met in a meat space. That's what I mean. Like I know Nick Stapleton, and like we've actually like met and stuff. I have not actually met you yet.
So
I'll put the link to that in the chat though, if you guys want to check out some cool conversations.
Heck yeah. All this stuff. So as you can see, Folsham Art is a very, very busy man. Check his stuff out. He's actually he's a lot of fun to hang out with.
That's not even all the stuff that I'm doing. That's
right. Alrighty, next up on the list, we are going to talk to the red-haired dude down in the corner. Yes, you, the guy who doesn't exist when we turn off cameras.
Hello, everybody. Hi, dude. What's up, dude? I'm from the Grouch Couch. My name is Turkey Terror, Turkey_Terror. A lot of people just call me the Birdman or Daddy. That's pretty cool,
I
too.
thought Professor was your
But
new
I'm a
nickname.
part of the Grouch Couch. I am a professional. No, I'm not professional. I'm a dungeon master over there. It's loads of fun. I'm kind of like the director of the Grouch Couch. We stream there on Sundays and Wednesdays, and it's just high energy fun all the time, and it's loads of it's so much fun. So if you like high energy D&D and costumes and all kinds of stuff, make sure to join us on the Grouch Couch on Sundays or for extra special shows on Wednesdays, which also Donaldson is going to be a part of this upcoming Wednesday for Whose Couch Is It Anyway, which is an improv show that we do. He's Dom Carey. It's going to be great. That's this upcoming Wednesday. You could also catch me, Turkey_Terror, on my personal channel. I stream games over there and just drink beers and have a big old chill old time. I like to be as accessible as possible, so that's where I'm at. I also have albums of music that I've made and released on Spotify that you're more than welcome to check out. I just released an album a month ago, and it's called Never Say Die, and it's gotten really good feedback from all you guys. So, by the way, thank you for listening to it. That's pretty much me, Mr. Turkey Terror, part of the Grouch Couch, hanging out.
That's
also,
right.
I was on Thought Balloon's Foul Shams podcast, but it turns out I'm not his personal friend, so I'm not plugging that.
Alrighty, and then let's see if we can get this to work. We've got Dr. Fatendrunk.
Swear to God, if you fuck up my name one more time. I am Dungeonsanddom, all spelled out, no special characters, no fancy underscores, nothing too crazy. Because luckily, I didn't have to worry about all that. It all fits, does things. When I'm not dicking around on everybody else's channels doing whatever the fuck I feel like doing on that current day, I'll be over on my channel doing some type of gaming shenanigans. Recently, I don't know, some type of. I've got Apex Legends going on right now because the new season just dropped, and I am working on grinding the competitive mode, going from all the way to the bottom to as far up as I can, because I haven't played in the competitive mode like at all in like 3 seasons, which is like 6-7 months, give or take. It's been a while since I've really played it, so I'm all the way at the bottom, and I got to go all the way back up top.
Yeah, dude.
I'm also been dicking around with Greedfall. It's a very fun fantasy RPG, kind of similar to Dragon Age if you guys have played that, but a lot of fun. Come by, say hi. Also, stop on by when I'm over on Joe Dirt's channel. That is GOE Dirt. When we're doing all the D&D stuffs over there.
Alrighty, so that was you. Thank you very much for that. And the last
Make
one
sure to
up
check out
here.
Dragonsinthedom.
I will kick your ass.
It's okay,
I
dude.
will.
Chotsa.
Hey,
I am
he's
coming for
Dragons.
your kneecaps with the Chotsa.
He's Dragonsinddom, and I'm usually Dungeons in the Dining Room, so everybody gets it
Yeah,
wrong.
apparently. Literally.
All
I
right.
think we just
Only
need
have
to.
to-
Muted, but I said, oh!
Everybody follow Dungeons and the Dining Room and Dragons and Dom.
I think we
Yeah,
just
that's
need to.
right.
We just need to change
_couch.
Yep,
Alrighty, so
and the turkey art.
and the turkey
Turkey
art.
art.
Yep. Alrighty.
Turkey sprinkles.
Turkey sprinkles in the
Spook-
dining art room.
Spooky terror.
You mean Spooky Terror?
Spooky terror. That actually low key slaps.
Yeah,
does.
no, it's tight, dude. It's tight as fuck. It's tight.
And for the last one here, I am DM Thaco, one of the many people that you'll find on Dragons in the Dining Room playing Dungeons and Dragons. We are one of the few streams you'll see out there where we're just a bunch of goofballs sitting at the table playing D&D on the dining room table. Sometimes we do some board games if we're not feeling D&D-ish. Mondays, I do a D&D talk show where I talk to people about pretty much anything tabletop. If you got a question, if you want to have something looked at, whatever the case may be, feel free, come through on Mondays. We've got our Discord that you can hop in on and suggest ideas for topics that we can talk about. I have had people on there for interviews. One of our fellow hero approved, Spooky Sprinkles has been on there. I had the Turkey Man on there. I plan on getting. I had Joe Dirt on there, and I have a few.
Hi.
I have a few new people to bring up into the stream as well. But yeah, we're just a pretty chill group. If you hang out with us, you can also use your channel points to affect what's going on in game. Not quite as high energy as the Grouch Couch, so you know, pretty chill group though.
I don't think anybody is.
I don't think anybody can
It's
carry that
exhausting.
energy. I'm not sure how you do it every weekend.
I
You
hear
are
a lot of
crazy.
excuses over there.
I sleep well.
You sleep well. There you go.
Actually, I really don't. Maybe that's what it is.
You have a CPAP machine.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
And-
the energy is high.
What you're looking at here is our Thursday nights where we do Hero Approved. Every single person that you see playing this game is part of Hero Approved. We are a group of streamers who have come together to see how far we can push the boundaries of streaming, collab streaming, and just having a really awesome family. If you
Creating
haven't,
an amazing fucking community. That's for all y'all out there. Thanks
yeah,
for being
every
a
single
part
one
of
of you out there, if you are interested in Hero Approved, if you just want to be part of the group, even if you're looking to get one of them nifty little monikers on your screen, there's our information. Come join us, hang out, talk to us.
Yes.
And
we are adding new people to the team slowly.
yeah, we just
They're
had
still
a new,
bronze tiers, so we don't talk about them a lot, but they're getting there and it's exciting.
yeah, we just had a
You
new
know,
friend
we
join
also-
the ranks, Big Jim Slade. So we'd love to have you guys come out and hang out with us. In the meantime, we are going to be back 2 weeks from now on the Grouch Couch playing Approved Adventures of Allhaven. You guys, well, before we go
Spooky
anywhere, is there
terror,
somebody?
Falsham dragons doming in the dungeon.
Dang, that is one
Tomming
heck of
in
a
the
name.
dungeon? Ow.
We
You
need to,
forgot the grouch or the couch, but that's beautiful.
right? We need to find somebody to raid. Does anybody have a suggestion on who we can raid?
Yeah. Hey, it's Dale.
Somebody?
Hey, it's Dale. He's playing D&D.
Hey, stay up.
It's Dale.
Hey, it's Dale. Heyy. It's Dale. Double Y's. Hey, it's Dale.
Let's see if
Spooky
I.
terror, Falsham dragons, doming.
Never mind, they're not doing D&D. I
It
have
doesn't
a
matter. I just want to go visit somebody.
gotcha. Well, there's a group called Paradise RPG.
Yep.
They're
doing
they're pretty Sea of Thieves, yes. I love when popping in when they're doing their D&D stuffs.
We can go visit Paradise RPG then. Make sure I type their name in right because I follow them too. Paradise RPG. Perfect. Let us go visit them. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. I hope you guys had at least as much fun as we did, if not more. Everybody smile and wave pretty at the camera, and I'm going to hit that raid button in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Bye now. And we are clear.